So what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing my second amusement park review, and it's going to be of Cedar Point, in Sandusky, Ohio. Cedar Point is the greatest park ever. I mean, like, where else would you go to have as much fun as you can at Cedar Point? It's got everything. It's got two kids areas, 18 incredible roller coasters, great food, great entertainment, great hotels. It's surrounded by Lake Erie, for God's sake. It's got great flat rides. It's got great theming in some places, not so much in other places. It's great. I mean, if you want to go to a good park, a really good park, if you only got money for one good park, choose Cedar Point. Cedar Point is amazing. Now let's break it down. They're the second oldest park in the United States. I think Kennywood's the only older park in the United States. Cedar Point opened in 1870. Like, holy crap, it's been a long time. So we have the 150th anniversary in 2020. But Cedar Point does not get the rep, the coaster capital of the world, for any reason, for just a regular reason. I mean, they've got Raven, Gatekeeper, Raptor, Dragster, Millennium Force, Magnum, Steel Vengeance, for God's sake, and so much more. I mean, there's a roller coaster for everyone. I mean, if they've got kiddie ones, and they've got the big ones. I mean, and all the roller coasters that I rode at Cedar Point, which will include everything but Wilderness Road and Woodstock Express, because I'm too big to ride them alone. And Iron Dragon, Corkscrew, and Cedar Creek Mine Ride, because I just did not get around to those. Wanted to ride Iron Dragon, but it was down most of the time we were there, and I just didn't want to ride Corkscrew or Cedar Creek Mine Ride by myself, and so I didn't get the opportunity to. So I didn't choose to. I'm going back there this August, maybe. Don't know when the actual date is. Probably August or September. I'm going back with my church group, so I'll be able to ride those, as well as all the other great roller coasters they have. So the most recent trip, though, I took to Cedar Point was this fall. Well, it was still summer when I went, but it was Halloween-weekends. Cedar Point puts on a really good Halloween decorative show in the middle of the whatever it's called. Hold on. So we went to the event Halloween-weekends. It was the opening weekend of Halloween-weekends. It was in like middle September. I don't know. I think it was early September. I don't know. All I remember is it was humid. Holy crap, was it humid. But we'll get to that in a minute. So Cedar Point's open the weekends only for Halloween-weekends. They close a little bit like after Labor Day, right after Labor Day, and then they open up for only Halloween-weekends, and it runs through Halloween. Hence why they call it Halloween-weekends. But it's an amazing park. I mean, it was really an amazing trip. We left after school Friday, went down. The park doesn't open till 6 on Fridays. It's open from 6 to midnight on Fridays. 10 to midnight. 10 a.m. to midnight on Saturday. And Sunday it's open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you get a special parade if you go that day. And with our hotel plan, we stayed at the Breakers Express, which is just a smaller version of the legendary Hotel Breakers that they have. So hold on. Um, anyway, yeah, I was just trying to fix something up there, guys. Sorry. Um, um, but it was, yeah, so we chose the Friday and Saturday plan just because we get more night rides. So we check in at the Breakers after driving for God knows how long. We went there with our friends Dan, Snake, and Cole. Well, they were there. They were there with their family, and we were there with ours. And we were there together. So the first, I'm over my fear of roller coasters after going to Michigan's Adventure. I remember I told you that. But holy God, it was hot. So we get there. It's like 6. It was like 8:30. We were there 8:30. So we didn't get over. We can get there at 6. We had to leave right at 2, and then we might have been able to get there at 6, depending on how long we had to stop for food or gas or even traffic or anything, especially when you get down into the town. By the way, Sandusky, Ohio, the town Cedar Point's located in, is not large by any means. It's not like Columbus or Cincinnati or Dayton or Cleveland at all. More just like a small town. It's known for Cedar Point. And we were so excited. I was so excited. So we get there. It's late at night, 8 o'clock, and we were able to get on so much. We were able to get on. The first ride of road was Raptor. Raptor was great, but I'll be getting into the original review soon. Their night package was someone. Let's get back to the actual review. So Cedar Point's night package is actually really good, especially like on Raptor's got a really nice night package. Valraven's got a really nice night package. Millennium Force, it's got a really nice night package. Dragster's got a really nice night package. I mean, there's so much you can do. I mean, I don't know what else there is to do. Else to say about their night package is great. And during the day, they have good. I mean, you can just see the skyline as you're going down the causeway, which is the only way in and out of Cedar Point, because Cedar Point's on a peninsula. So it's located, it's got Lake Erie on 3 sides, but it's got the causeway, which leads into the town of Sandusky on the other side. As you're going down the causeway, you can just see the skyline of all the roller coasters and other tall thrill rides that are there, and it's just amazing. But Friday was okay, I guess, because the sun was gone. It was still pretty humid, but we were able to tolerate it. Lines were not that long, which was really good. The longest line we stood in was for Steel Vengeance, because it's Steel Vengeance. I mean, it's like the best ride ever. But I'll be getting to that. We'll get into that one later. And I remember I got rides on Dragster. The last ride of the night was Millennium Force. And after that, I was just a little worn out, because it was midnight. I was riding Millennium Force, for God's sake. So the park opened at 10. One thing I did not like about the roller coasters, or any of the rides that went like this, to make sure, is that I was getting a blood rush. My head was just going like, whoo, on like some big hills, and I just go on when I go back down, and it hurt. It really hurt. I couldn't enjoy most of the rides that much because of how the blood was coming to my head, especially like Gatekeeper. I couldn't enjoy. I tried to enjoy Millennium Force. I ended up working, but couldn't enjoy Valraven or anything. But you know, it's okay. I mean, I don't know. It was okay. I mean, I could tolerate it. I mean, Maverick had that problem too, especially in the turns. It was so intense that my head crapped out. Luckily, it didn't black out though. That would have been bad. But anyway, I mean, and then Saturday. So we get to Saturday. All right, let's go Saturday. The park opens at 10. Well, I'm like, we're gonna get early entry, but at 9. It's like that's so much time in the park. We had about 15 hours. We still got 14 hours in the park. We didn't get that early entry because of the Hell Weekends event that was going on, but holy crap, it was hot that day. Cole and Dan, they were off they were off by Hotel Breakers, which is on the other side of the park. So they didn't have to be held up. Okay, they didn't have to be held up at the front at the park. Yeah, we get there and we go in and we can barely get to Raptor, and we're stopped by security because we have to do the fucking national anthem. I mean, like, what the hell? You know, we can't even just, like, oh my god. So that took forever, and then there was a line, and then, so there was a long line. They should have just kept admissions all the way down there at the beginning of the day, because people were already down there. We had to wait a long line. Then we booked it all the way over to Steel Vengeance. They're already on Steel Vengeance. They beat us there. Steel Vengeance breaks down. Wait, Saturday, so many maintenance problems. Oh my god, Cedar Point had so many maintenance problems Saturday. Steel Vengeance was down so much during the day. And I remember there was a period at like 3 to like 5 p.m. where we get to a ride and it was broken down. We leave, we go to another ride, that ride breaks down. We go back, breaks down. Raptor was down at one point, Raymond was down at one point. The only rides that didn't close were the ones that were supposed to close. Like Dragster wasn't closed all day. Dragster wasn't closed at any point of the day. That's like the most prone ride to breaking down. So like, come on, Cedar Point, you got to get better with your operations there. So that's my rant on about their operations. Their theming for Halloween weekends was really good. There were so many cool Halloween decorations all over the park, and my favorite part was the graveyard that's located near Raptor that they put in. It's a dedication to all their well, some of their close attractions. I don't think it's all of them, but it's most of them. It's a large graveyard. Like, I think it's like 2 sections now. It's that huge. But what I didn't like is that they didn't have the Mean Streak or Mantis signs in the ground like they do in some of the videos I've seen in the past about Halloween weekends. And I'm like, where are the signs? I wanted to take some cool pictures. Tell the graveyard stuff up for them, but they didn't have the really cool stuff up. And let's see, their food was okay. I remember eating Friday night after riding Millennium Force. I had a Bosco cheesesteak. Oh my god, why? I don't know why I'm so against like Bosco stuff. It was because it was back at school, and that's all they would give us. And then the stuffed crust pizza was crap, so I hate stuffed crust stuff now. Unless it's pretzels, I'll eat if it's pretzel stuff like cheese pretzel, but not if it's anything else. Let's see here. Dan had to leave early both times to cool off, which I get. I mean, I was hot. But I really did like was when we got a Windseeker, and we got so relieved. I was so relieved to get in the cooler air up higher, because we were just spinning in the cool air, and we were like, oh, this feels so good. I also could see by Wicked Twister where there was a little box where the there used to be a show there that had like cool stunts with bikes. I went a few years ago when I went to Cedar Point. I watched that show. It was actually a pretty cool show. But now it's gone. And we started speculating. Maybe they're gonna put in a flying coaster over Lake Erie with the boardwalk. Or 500 footer. Maybe. Remember we ate in the Hotel Breakers that night. It was pretty good, you know. But I do like how they kept it open till midnight. Gemini was actually having a lot of problems. I only got to ride one side on Gemini. I would have loved to ride both sides. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Cedar Point is a really, really cool park. It's a clean park. It's a nice looking park. They've got great rides, great atmosphere, and they have great entertainment, great food. Of course, I mean, who wouldn't want to go here? I mean, if you've been to Cedar Point, you know what I'm talking about. Like, who wouldn't want to go there? I mean, that'd be stupid. Who wouldn't want to go there? It's got the classic stuff too. One of my actually favorite parts was the museum that they have in the back near the western side town. Oh, and I'll have to get to some spooky stuff that they had going on at night. well, but back like near their western section, they had a museum, and they had cool like Lego sets of some of the roller coasters. Only current, they only had Steel Vengeance, but they had some like past like old newspapers or cars or stuff like that. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. Didn't ride the log ride while I was there. I rode that when I went like 5 years ago, almost now. And then also I rode. But let's talk about before I go. I'm gonna talk about the thing they did. There was like zombies and like people like running around. That was really good. Good job there, Cedar Point, on theming, because literally scared the crap out of me with some of them. So yeah, I'll get more in depth with the roller coasters. I'm trying to stay away from the roller coasters as much as possible because I'm gonna do in-depth reviews of all of them coming up. And I don't know what else I can say really about Cedar Point. That they have great hotels, they have great food, clean, rides are really nice, really good. Yeah, if you can go out to Cedar Point, go out, because you won't regret it, especially if you like riding roller coasters. It's the roller coaster heaven. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is my review of Cedar Point and Sandusky, Ohio. My rear end is about to fall asleep, even though I'm on a bed. So yeah, I'm gonna get individual coaster reviews coming out for those guys in the future. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.